What is up on my PvP Lords? Today, this is my first ever video ever on YouTube. So today I will be playing one of my most favorite games, Cities Skylines. So I'm gonna create a new, I guess, city. So I'll go to one of my favorite maps, which is Islands. For starters, I recommend this because it has a lot of flat land, a lot of farming land, and just a lot of things that you would need, like ore. So you see ore, you see natural resources, you see this is oil, ore, this is fertile land, and this is, I guess, forestry industry. So these are all industries you can put up. This is how much water the map contains. This is if it has a lot of plane connections, water connections, train connections, and highway connections. So I will be doing this on unless you're like living in a country where you have like left-hand traffic, I wouldn't recommend that. So I would click next. I'm not gonna put any of these on infinite. So let me start. And I mean, here's my city. So I'm just waiting for this to load. Okay, so here's it. Here it is. So this is my big map. The first thing I would recommend doing is not build roads straight away. I would just maybe create a little segment of road, get rid of it, and then now you have all these big roads. Now, actually, before you even do that, put the game on pause. Because if you don't put the game on pause, this right here, the money right here, will start going down, 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 and you don't want that. So, what I would recommend doing is to go ahead and create a 2-lane road going down here. Then here, putting a 1-lane road, putting another 1-lane road. Here, so now here, I would recommend going this way. Now I would actually want to put all my residential zoning over here. So I'm gonna put the road to the edge as much as I can. And what you want to do is you want to do this. So then you can put like pathing down here, so the citizens don't have to walk against the road. So now also, if you look, you see these little lines where the road is. So there is where like the other roads line up. So that lines up, that lines up, and that lines up. So here is going to be my, over here is going to be my industrial area. So what I want to do is just create a little segment of industrial. It doesn't have to be that big, but commercial also doesn't have to be that big, but I would recommend it be at least pretty big, maybe about that size. And go ahead and put this through here, so you can have more paths. So now, power, water, and sewage. For starts, I would recommend you putting your sewage unit near, not near houses, but near like your city. So I'm gonna put it here. I would recommend putting a water tower here. And now here's what you don't want to do. You don't want to put a water tower near your industrial zone or near residential, because the residential will get pretty upset with you because it's loud. And this over here, the industrial creates pollution, and the water towers get water out the ground. So the water, will suck up dirty water, and no one likes to drink dirty water, bathe in dirty water, or you know what I mean. So now for piping, I would do this. Start like this to the edge of the road. Then I'm gonna do a pipe going down there. a pipe going up here, and then a one pipe going down here. Residential, do the same thing. And now I have the water and sewage. Now for power. For starters, I would recommend you using a coal power plant. So I'm going to use just a little segment of road going out here for the power plant. I'm going to put it about here. So now, if you look, you can see two things. You can see the noise, and then you can see the headphones, which is noise, and then you can see the little barrel with the waste, which is pollution. Now you don't want to put this near residential because it's loud and it creates pollution. So now you're gonna take the power line tool out and make sure this does not cut across these little grids. Because if they cut across the grids, then more buildings won't be able to spawn here, or I guess just go there, build there. So now here, I would recommend you going down here to radial menu and MISC. Then I want you to do the select. Then it makes it easier to, I guess, just do this. So here, you want to do, like I said, I want to do industrial over here because I have the power plant. So now, what you don't want to do is you don't want to put it where, like, you don't want to put stuff like residential here or commercial. So, like I said, I'll do this little bit right here, and then over here is where, so actually hold, here is still going to be that, it's still going to be, it's still going to be industrial, and then here is going to be the commercial. So I'm going to put commercial buildings all throughout here, and the industry does create pollution. So actually what I would want to do is cut down industry to about there. Now for residential, I wouldn't recommend putting it really here. That's where some services can go later. So now I want you to unpause it and just let the city grow. So actually, then I would put it on 3. You will press 3, or yeah, you press 3, and then you would speed up time, or you can just click this down here. And this is on PC. This is not on Xbox or anything, PlayStation. So now you'll once the citizen. Oh wait, okay, I almost forgot. But before you start that, what you want to do is you actually want to hold R. What's going on? Oh, yeah. You need to hold R or press. Okay, you need to hold R or press this. Then you can go to economy. Budget. You can put the budget as low as possible, which is 50. So you click it, or you can just press, and hold down the arrows at the bottom of your keyboard or whatever you have. Then you want to unpause, because look, now I'm saving so much more money. And here, they're going to start complaining about power. So if you look here, this is unactivated, disconnected, as you can see in the top, at the top of the screen. Now they're complaining about power. So what you want to do, you don't want power lines going to each house. So what I would recommend doing is just to take a power line as small as possible to go and give them power. So now that's touched. So as you can see, it's touching the blue, which gives all these guys power. And here is our first commercial buildings. So in this video, I'll just be getting us to getting you started to the first milestone. Then I'll continue in the next episode. So here we go. Here's our first commercial building. I will mark this as historical. If you click on the building, you can see like there's things, you can follow it, which I don't get it. You can rename it, and then you can see the traffic routes. I guess cars will come through. So now, if you look down here in the corner near the happy faces, you can see there is demands for stuff. Hold on, let me go to options. I need to turn this chirper off. So if you do actually need to turn the chirper off, you just have to do this, and you should have the chirper messages enabled. So here we go. We have our first commercial buildings, and also in the next milestone, we'll be getting trash pickup, which is this. We'll be getting, I cannot remember, medical clinics, and then we will be getting, I guess, in some more roads. So here's our first industrial truck. Oh, hold on, I forgot to give them water. Sorry, industrial. Now you guys need water. Need to stay hydrated. Okay, so something else, I'm gonna pause the game. Something else I would recommend doing would be to go to info. You can see everything like water, how the water's doing. So and then soon this will start getting brown, and you don't want to place stuff such as water pumping stations in that brown, or your citizens will start dying and getting sick. Something else you would want to look out for is looking at the traffic routes. Now, I've done something wrong, which I need to fix, which is probably putting a little road. Oh, honey, get out of this. Now putting a little road going out maybe to here. That's better. Okay. Also, what you can do is if I go back to that, go to traffic routes, then oh wait, hold on. Last time I went to actual traffic. Go to traffic routes, and then you can adjust roads. I don't know why you want to do that, but sure. Junctions. Now, if you wanted to, like here, and here would be some good spots for the traffic lights, because these are 4-way intersections. Now, like this, maybe a 3-way intersection. This, I wouldn't recommend doing it. So I should probably actually do that one. And I would actually recommend you keep these, because I mean they're big roads, which a lot of cars can be carried on them. So I would recommend you keep those. And here are a whole bunch of cars coming into our city. Something else you can look at when you you can look at policies, which we'll get to later. City info, radio. Radio is just change the music. Area, economy, video info, info views, and transport routes. Now, I would want you to look at the milestones, because these can actually get you more stuff such as garbage, healthcare, education. I forgot about that, which also gives you landfills, medical clinics, and elementary schools. I will end this video once we hit the population milestone. Oh my gosh, there are so many people. Did I do something? Okay, I guess it's fine for now. Okay, yeah. Oh my gosh. In here, I could actually put some more of these. Now, as you can see, I'm putting commercial very close to industry. The commercial doesn't really care that I'm doing this, because I mean, they're commercial buildings, they're not housing. Alright, so now something else you want to look for while playing is, something else you want to look for while playing is power issues. So now, remember how I told you to go to economy and turn this down? Later on, there will be some power issues and water issues, which then you will probably have to turn the water up. Then you will have to put some water pumping stations, put some more power plants, and even put some more sewage outlets. Now there is green energy, which are the wind turbines. Something I want to talk about the wind turbines are, do not place them in the white, because as you can see, the white is where there's not a lot of power. Put them in the blue, so you can get a lot of power from that. So look out for that. Okay, and I'm getting demand for more residential, so I am gonna keep up the residential. Now you may have to knock down a few houses in order to get some residential in. That's fine. Maybe like 1 or 2 houses to get residential in. So okay, so I will. Okay, so I got them. I got the thing. What's the wrong thing? I got the milestone. So now you actually get taxes and loans. So if I go over here to economy, as you can see, taxes, I can now tax people. So I would recommend putting all of them to 11. You can get away with that. If they do start complaining, I would say put them down to maybe 10. And I will end this video after I put in some more residential, like I said I would do. So I guess gotta go. No. This isn't gonna work. I don't know. This isn't gonna work. Okay, it is. Now I can just delete this little segment of road and put in this. How do I do this? Oh, here we go. Okay, so this will be the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something from this video. And I will be seeing you all in the next video, where I will place in the medical clinics, education, and garbage. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.